Hello dear students, welcome to my channel Maths Planet. My name is Jagruti and today we are going to learn about L'Hopital's rule. Okay, some people call it as L'Hopital's rule, some people call it as L'Hospital's rule, some people call it as LH rule. But don't worry about the name of this rule, just think about what the rule states. Okay, so before learning this rule, before learning this theorem, that is L'Hopital's rule, just have a look what the theorem states that. The theorem is very useful for finding limits of function. Okay, if the function is of the form numerator and denominator, okay, suppose that f of x is a function which is of the form h of x divided by g of x, and h of x and g of x are the differentiable functions of x. Okay, differentiable functions means these two functions can be differentiated, okay, with respect to x, means we can find the derivatives of these two functions separately. Okay, and if we want to find the limit of this function as x tends to a, that is limit of function f of x as x tends to a, then we have to find the limit of this. Okay, so this is the same what I have just said. If after substituting the value of limit in this function, if we are getting indeterminate forms like 0 by 0 or infinity by infinity, then we can use this L'Hopital's rule. And how we can use this L'Hopital's rule? Severally, there are totally 7 indeterminate forms. Okay, this is a separate topic of discussion, but you have to know what are the indeterminate forms. There are totally 7 indeterminate forms. I am just telling you for the information, but here we are dealing with the 2 indeterminate forms which are in the form of 0 by 0 or infinity by infinity. So here, if after substituting the value x is equal to a in the functions, and if we are getting 0 by 0 or infinity by infinity, then what we have to do is to apply this L'Hopital's rule. We have to take the differentiation of both the functions which are in the numerator and denominator, but we have to differentiate both the functions separately. Okay, that's why I have written in the statement that limit of this function is always equal to limit of this function. Means if we take differentiation of numerator and differentiation of denominator separately, and then if we take the limit of this function, then also the limit of the initial function remains same. Okay, if this is the further discussion, and if after finding the differentiation of numerator and denominator and then putting the value of limit, that is x is equal to a in this function, and still you are getting the this form, means 0 by 0 form or infinity by infinity form, then what you can do, you can again differentiate this function. You can take the second derivative of this h of x and second derivative of g of x. Here I have written the same function, means until and unless you don't get the value of limit, and whenever you will get 0 by 0 form and infinity by infinity form, then you can differentiate the numerators and denominators and you can find the value of the limit. Okay, and this is the theorem, this is the L'Hopital's rule. I can say this is the king of this topic, and if you know this rule, the topic limit is going to be super easy for you for the study, for the examination, for your entrance examinations. Okay, so don't miss the video, and you have to learn this rule, you have to know this topic. Okay, so let's get started with the examples. So let's solve the example first. And the first example is prove that limit x tends to 0 sin x upon x is equal to 1. This is a very famous formula from the limits. Okay, and all of you are known that the value of this, that is limit x tends to 0 sin x upon x, is always 1. But why? Okay, so today we are going to prove that why this value is 1. Okay, so here we are using L'Hopital's rule to prove this. Here if we put directly x is equal to 0 here, then what we are going to get is, okay, so limit x tends to 0 sin x upon x is, if we put the limit directly, then what we are getting is sin 0 upon 0, and sin 0 is 0 divided by 0, and 0 by 0 is the indeterminate form. So 0 by 0 is the indeterminate form, and so we can use here L'Hopital's rule. So to use L'Hopital's rule, what we have to do is we have to take the numerator and denominator, and we have to take the derivative of numerator and denominator separately. Okay, so according to theorem we can write as limit x tends to 0 sin x upon x is equal to derivative of sin x, limit x tends to 0, derivative of sin x is cos x, and derivative of x is 1. Okay, now we can put the value of x as 0. Okay, so cos 0 upon 1, cos 0 is 1 divided by 1, and hence the value of limit x tends to 0 sin x upon x is equal to 1. Okay, so this we can prove by using L'Hopital's rule. Similarly, we can prove that limit x tends to 0 tan x upon x is also 1. Here also we are getting 0 by 0 form, tan 0 is 0 and x is equal to 0, so 0 divided by 0. So now we have to take the derivative, limit x tends to 0 tan x upon x is equal to limit x tends to 0, derivative of tan x is sec square x divided by derivative of x is 1. Now we can put the value of x as 0, so we can put the values. We know that sec 0 is 1. Okay, so 1 divided by 1 is 1, and so the value of this limit x tends to 0 tan x divided by x is 1. If we interchange numerator and denominator, still we can use L'Hopital's rule and still we will get the same value as 1. Okay, this is the benefit of this L'Hopital's rule. Now have a look on the third example. Let's see the third example, and the example is limit x tends to a, x raised to a minus a raised to x divided by x raised to x minus a raised to a. Now we have to solve this example by using L'Hopital's rule. Okay, so what we have to do first, we have to put the value of x or value of limit, and then we have to check whether we are getting 0 by 0 form or infinity by infinity form. If we are getting the infinity by infinity form or 0 by 0 form, then we are going to use L'Hopital's rule. Okay, so let's check. A raised to a minus a raised to a divided by a raised to a minus a raised to a, and this is nothing but 0 by 0. Okay, so we are getting this 0 by 0 form, and hence we can use L'Hopital's rule. So things are going to be very easy now. So what we have to do is just we have to take the differentiation of numerator and denominator separately. So let's take the differentiation of numerator and denominator. We'll write here derivative of, before that, limit x tends to a, take the derivative of numerator. Derivative of x raised to a is a into x raised to a minus 1 minus the derivative of a raised to x is a raised to x into log a divided by derivative of x raised to x. Here we have to take the logarithmic differentiation and we have to assume that y is equal to x raised to x, okay, and then take log y is equal to x log x, okay, and if we take the differentiation of this, we'll get x raised to x in bracket 1 plus log x. When you will solve this example, or when you will take the differentiation of x raised to x, you will get answer x raised to x in bracket 1 plus log x. You have to take the logarithmic differentiation to take the differentiation of x raised to x minus differentiation of a raised to a. A raised to a is a constant, so derivative of that is 0. Okay, so now we can put the value of limit. Okay, so put the value a into a raised to a minus 1 minus a raised to a into log a divided by a raised to a in bracket 1 plus log a minus 0. Here powers are different but base are same, so for the similar base we have to add the powers. So a raised to 1 plus a minus 1 minus a raised to a into log a divided by a raised to a in bracket 1 plus log a. This total term is nothing but a raised to a. Okay, so what we are getting here is a raised to a minus a raised to a log a divided by a raised to a 1 plus log a. So this term is going to be cancelled and final answer we are getting is 1 minus log a divided by 1 plus log a. Okay, and this is the answer of this question. Okay, now let's take the next example. Let's take next example, example number 4, and example is limit x tends to pi by 6. Pi by 6 is 30 degrees. 3 sin x minus root 3 cos x divided by 6x minus pi. Here also you have to check first whether you are getting 0 by 0 form or infinity by infinity form, and if yes, then we can apply L'Hopital's rule. So let's check. Sin pi by 6, sin 30 is 1/2. So here we'll check 3 into 1/2 minus root 3 into cos 30 is root 3 by 2 divided by 6 into pi by 6 minus pi. Okay, so here 3 by 2 minus 3 by 2 is 0. 3 by 2 minus 3 by 2 is 0 by 0. So in this example also you are getting 0 by 0 form. So we are ready to apply L'Hopital's rule. Okay, limit x tends to pi by 6. Now in the numerator and denominator we have to take the differentiation. Okay, so take differentiation. 3 into derivative of sin x is cos x minus root 3 as it is Differentiation of cos x is sin x, but it is minus, so minus sign will become plus. So differentiation of 6x is 6 and pi is the constant, so it becomes 0. Now we can put the value of limit. So the limit will be 3 into cos pi by 3 plus root 3 sin pi by 6. Here we have to put pi by 6 divided by 6, and the answer will be 3 into cos pi by 6 is cos 30 is root 3 by 2 plus root 3 into sin 30 is 1/2 divided by 6. So 3 root 3 plus root 3 divided by 2 whole divided by 6 is 4 root 3 divided by 2 into 6. So the answer is 2 into 2 4. So root 3 divided by 3 is nothing but 1 upon root 3. So 1 upon root 3 is the answer. So here the question is going to be simpler. We can find the value of limit easily by using L'Hopital's rule. Let's see the fifth example. Here you have to remember that alpha is a variable and beta is a constant value. Okay, so you have to take in mind this thing and then you have to proceed for the solution. Okay, so here in this example also you have to check whether the function is giving us indeterminate form, that is 0 by 0 form or infinity by infinity form or not. Okay, and if yes, then we can apply the L'Hopital's rule as usual. So here let's check whether we are getting 0 by 0 form or infinity by infinity form. So here sine square, instead of alpha we have to write beta minus sine square beta. So in the numerator we are getting 0 and in the denominator alpha square, instead of alpha square we have to write beta square minus beta square. So here also we are getting 0 by 0 form and hence we can apply L'Hopital's rule here. So let's apply the rule. To apply the rule we have to differentiate numerator and denominator separately. So take the differentiation, limit alpha tends to beta. Differentiation of sine square alpha is 2 sine alpha into differentiation of sine alpha is cos alpha. We are using chain rule here, minus sine square beta is the constant term, so the differentiation will become 0. Derivative of alpha square is 2 alpha and differentiation of beta square is 0 because beta is a constant. Okay, so here you can observe that 2 sine alpha cos alpha means 2 sine theta into cos theta is nothing but sine 2 theta. Okay, so instead of theta if we put alpha, then here we can put sine of 2 alpha divided by 2 alpha. Okay, and now we can put the value of limit and we'll get sine 2 beta upon 2 beta is the solution of this example. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. If you like my video, then subscribe my channel, like my videos and share this video with your friends and your juniors also. Thank you so much.